There, and welcome to Give to the Max Day. It is, we are at the halfway point, Judy. It is 12 noon. We are at the halfway point.
Yeah, well, I got a little sandwich in my tummy, and I'm ready for another couple more hours.
Are you feeling halfway?
Yeah, half. Yes, I am.
I'm feeling half, but I don't know about way. I'll tell you, it gets to be a long night. Everybody out there, a lot of you have been up and helping out, the moderators and pond chatters, and we see all you guys still on there. We see what's going on. Still hard to give you any hard numbers on Give to the Max. They're still working on getting that system up and running correctly, so I'm not really sure exactly what to tell you. But we still need you to be participating heavily in helping us out to reach that goal of $60,000. And I know that we're well on our way. I would guess right now, once they get it fixed, we're not that far away from probably $28,000 to $30,000. What's your guess?
That's my guess too. I mean, by the clock, we're halfway,
Yep.
and I think dollar amount. I'm going to put my money. We're pretty close.
Okay.
Yep.
And if we're not, will you make up the difference?
I want to look at the numbers.
Oh, I love that because I wouldn't either. I'm so cheap I squeak. And I mean that in a good way.
But Scott, no matter what, we are going to move forward.
Yep.
We've got a great program, and I think they're going to work stuff out just like we work stuff out. When you got an obstacle at the Bear Center, it's like, how are we going to work this out? We come to figure it out, and then we have a good ending.
Well, and we also got something really neat that's we're gonna do right now. We're gonna interview Cherie Sonsalla. And Cherie, if you want to come over here real quick. Cherie is the director at the Chamber of Commerce in Ely, Minnesota. And it's kind of interesting because Cherie, when I first met her, I could see right away that she was a fireball, that she had lots of energy, and that's really, I like that kind of stuff. I love energy, and you've got that. Wouldn't you agree?
It'd be a little bit hard to match yours, but
yeah. No.
Yeah.
She goes, and she's got a lot of great ideas. And what we're going to do is we'll take a seat here real quick. First of all, we want to welcome you and thank you for coming.
Well, I'm pretty excited to be here and help to spread the word about this great cause.
Thank you so much. And Judy and I will ask you a few questions. It's always fun to just sit here and I think we got it warm enough now, don't you?
Yeah.
Are you warm?
You know what? We live in Ely, so this is warm.
You gotta love that. See what I mean? But the chamber plays such a major role in the community. It really does. And even when I first came to the Bear Center here, one of the first things I asked some people was, "What was our role with the chamber?" And I go, "Well, really, and I'm thinking, oh boy, it's important to have a relationship with the chamber." And maybe you could tell us what the chamber does, what it means to the community, and how much fun it is.
Yeah, I joined the chamber approximately 2.5 years ago, April 2013, and it's been quite a journey. My background is international sales, and so I had all kinds of business experience, and also had done some teaching for for some universities in Wisconsin and things. But yes, the chamber does, I believe, play a significant role in this community. We work to promote business, and of course the Bear Center is one of those. Some of our initiatives, as you said, I came with a couple of new ideas, and one of the things that yeah, well, a little bit more than two. But one of the things that we had put into practice this year was our ribbon cutting ceremonies, and we were so excited for this awesome ecology hall that the Bear Center has opened. It's such a beautiful and unique thing to the area, and I think will help draw more people here.
Oh, that's really cool. So your experience with the chamber coming from international, we know about international because right now we're being broadcast worldwide, and so that makes you fit right in here.
Yeah.
And we got a position for you as a volunteer, and it would only be 30 hours a week. And would you be willing to accept that in front of everybody here? No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I told her I wouldn't do this to her, and I didn't. But no, truly, you can understand where we're coming from as far as an international group goes.
Well, certainly we do, and thank you, first of all, to everybody that supports the Bear Center out there. This is really one of the major attractions in Ely and what helps us sell Ely. And we are just excited that you're here. And we try to promote that, especially with our tourists that come, and of course with all your help out there spreading the word.
You know, when I take a look at the Bear Center and I look at the other side of town with the International Wolf Center on the other side, two bookends to the community and everything great in between, restaurants, other attractions, Dorothy Molitor Museum, you name it, there's many, many places out there that are really, really cool. But I look at how well the Bear Center and the Wolf Center and all the other places fit in Ely. And it's got to be kind of fun for you to be able to promote that kind of business.
It really is. You know, I come from a small town in Wisconsin, and it is a major manufacturing place, but there is nothing to do there. And when I first moved to Ely, I was amazed at not only all of the groups that were here, but also the attractions. And that is what makes it fun. One time when I was, I sold furniture in the past, and I was told I sold furniture in the past, and one of the things I was told by people from other furniture companies was that I had a great product to sell because it was easy to do and very lucrative because we had so many categories. And it's the same here in Ely because other tourist destinations don't have a Bear Center and a Wolf Center to fall back on to try to promote. So we're, again, very lucky for this facility here.
So when it comes to the chamber, and I know there's a lot of different unique things out there. They do a lot with the community as far as the parades and the Blueberry Festival, the Winter Festival. I'm sure I'm missing something because I know you do a ton of stuff. It's just, there again, community events, draw people up here, and where do they come?
Well, from all over, really. And I'm glad that you brought those up because, you know, as a chamber, we're trying to promote business, but we also, you know, need to have a little cash flow as well. And so, like the festivals, we have our Blueberry Art Fest, which is in July, and that's our major fundraiser for the year. And with that is how we use those funds not only to give back to the community through the 4th of July parade and our upcoming Christmas parade and things in the park, but also to promote all of our attractions. So that is from the merchant side of things, which the Bear Center is a chamber member as a merchant, and so that is one side. And then of course we have the Tourism Bureau side, which spends the lodging tax dollars. And again, what a great thing to have the Bear Center, Wolf Center, Dorothy Molitor Museum. You named just a couple, but there are so many more to help promote this area.
And, you know, we mentioned those businesses in the community because if somebody's interested in going to one of those, they're going to come here. And that's where the role plays with the chamber, with putting together different articles that they hand out. I shouldn't say articles, but pamphlets, brochures, whatever. I mean, when you go into the chamber, first of all, it's a really unique building. It's a log structure that's, it's not big. It's cool. It looks like a old logger's cabin to me. And when you go inside, it's just really awesome. In fact, she's got a really awesome office. I should be allowed to have one like that here. I mean, that office is so blasted cool. And when you go in there, you got the friendly, smiling faces, and they're talking positive about the community. And the first thing you feel when you go into the chamber is that they're there to promote, because somebody will say, "What do you recommend I do in Ely? What should I do here? What should I do there?" And what you want them to say is, you know, there's a ton of things to do in Ely. We've got good camping, we got this and this, but you know, the Bear Center, the Wolf Center, you know, Molitors, whatever places it may be, Sigrid Olson's, I can keep going on and on and on. There's just many, and then they pick and choose what they want to do, and that's where the chamber really, in my eyes, helps the community and helps the businesses grow. Does it not?
Well, and you're right. And one of the things I wanted to touch on that was brought up is this thing of itineraries. It seems that we've got a changing world of how people travel, and a lot of busy people that don't really have time to plan their vacations, and so they're looking for something where they have an itinerary sorts. Here's what you can do while you're here. And so again, we're changing some of our marketing based on this new consumer and putting out itineraries. And again, having these attractions here is, okay, day one, go to the Bear Center. Day two, go to the Wolf Center, and different things really helps us promote to the new traveler.
Yeah, we all know we got a very structured society now. I mean, they have their days and hours planned sometimes quite well. I mean, I used to be like that when we would go on vacation. They'd have this day planned, this day. Pretty soon, my wife and daughter are saying, "Dad, do you have to plan every day, every hour of the day? Can't we have some free time?" I lightened up a little bit. I gave them one day during that 7 days, that they could decide. We always went shopping. What's good for the community, right?
Right.
But looking at the chamber and looking at how fun it is to work with you guys, we just had a little bit of a photo opportunity that we took with Dr. Rogers. And Cherie had asked me, she goes, "Can't you just get me some good pictures, some new, fresh, good pictures?" And we're beating our heads trying to figure out how we're going to get pictures. And finally, we're out there doing a behind-the-scenes tour. I'm thinking of Cherie all of a sudden, and the group there, and I'm like, "Dr. Rogers, you got to go back in that pen. You got to take pictures of Ted from the inside out or outside in with the people up by Ted." And I think we hit a home run pretty good, did we?
You did, and why I had asked you for those pictures is we had some really great pictures that Judy had taken of the bears, but what we wanted to show was some interaction with people, because if people think, for instance, that they might go and see a stuffed animal instead of a real animal, or that they may be far away. And so I wanted to show people that, no, this is a personal experience at the Bear Center with the bears, and I was so happy with those photos that you took, or that Lynn took.
Yeah. And thank you so much. Judy, did you have any questions you wanted to ask Cherie?
Well, I think Scott touched on it a little bit, but people come in here, visitors, whatever, and they're always looking for, where can I go to find out about the area? Could you just give a little laundry list of all the things that, maybe the top 5 or 10 things that you can help people with, whether they're just one-time tourists or people haven't been here in 15, 20 years, want to know what's changed. If people go to, to the chamber, what have you got for them?
Yeah, it's a very good question. First of all, the chamber building, as Scott said, is a pretty cool building. It actually is historic. It was in the wilderness before it became the Boundary Waters Wilderness, and it was a research center. Hubachuk from Chicago was doing research on some white pines up here. And so when it became a wilderness area, they needed to remove the building, and it was removed log by log and marked and reassembled there. And so, first of all, it's a very attractive building to try to come and get information. And so what we have inside is racks of information, which includes our attractions and things, and then very helpful, friendly staff that answer questions. And so we get both phone calls, we get phone calls, emails, and walk-ins for people looking for information about what to do. And so again, we try to help them out with an itinerary planning so that they can see that this is a great destination to come to. There's a lot to do here, and that it's an educational opportunity, both with the Bear Center, the Wolf Center, and especially, again, this beautiful new ecology hall. And this was one thing we were very excited to sell this year or talk about with people, was if they said to us that, we've been to the Bear Center 5 years ago or something, we were able to say, you want to go back because they've had a great addition that will help teach about the area, animals and plants and different things. So.
One last question from me is, do you have a website, and if so, what is it? Maybe everybody out there doesn't know what it is.
Well, thank you for asking. It's very easy. It's ely.org, www.ely.org. And you will see on that website, it's very comprehensive. We get a lot of compliments on it because it's easy to navigate and find things. For instance, if you're looking for attractions, it's just a drop down, and then you'll see all the attractions in the area. All the lodging, we have some great lodging here. you mentioned shopping, dining. This is really a great place to live, and we're lucky to be here, and we welcome everybody that comes to visit, just to experience what we have every day.
You know, and many times over, when somebody comes to visit here, they end up living here or getting a place here. I've noticed that a lot. I got to ask you a couple personal questions. And they're fun ones, I think. Maybe not. She could be. Most are very serious about this. You're from Wisconsin. We're 6-2. As Minnesota Vikings fans go, we're 6-2. What are you guys?
I would prefer not to talk about my beloved Packers at a point when they do have 2 losses, but go Pack.
As you notice, she's got a slight Wisconsin accent. That's from the cheese. And we always have fun with each other in the border battles. And we got just for her and I mean, we got a border battle coming up here if everything works out right in 2 weeks, where we could be tied for the same record. And the Vikings weren't supposed to be where they're at, and the Packers weren't supposed to be where they're at. They were supposed to be better, and we were supposed to be way worse. But in all fun, we can even battle about that kind of stuff. But it's great to have you here. It really is. And thanks so much for your help in the community and coming here, taking the time to come here. In the Ecology Hall itself, the folks that that are watching us right now were a big part of putting this together with their dollars from Give to the Max last year. And then we had some other major people that did too. But I got to tell you something, this group kicks butt. And they spend, a lot of these people out here spend a lot of money in this town. When the Lily Pad Picnic comes, I'll tell you, they're here for that. We get them international.
Yes.
You know that.
Yes, I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, she does. She knows. She's a very active director, which I really like active directors. Important.
Well, and that's just, one thing you mentioned about everybody that's viewing, and it's hard for me to imagine you all out there because I'm looking at a camera, but really, without your dollars and support, this wouldn't be here. And from my heart, I say thank you on behalf of all of the Ely residents and businesses.
Yep. Thank you, Cherie, for coming and taking the time out in this beautiful weather we've got. We still got rain, but we're expecting snow. And you said, what did you say about the snow coming?
We have a winter advisory tonight, but I said, listen, we live in northern Minnesota, and I guess we got to expect it.
Gotta love her. That's perfect, ain't it, Judy? But really, we thank you for taking the time to come in your busy day. I know that you go, and you don't sit idle. So thank you so much.
Just one other thing. It's my pleasure to be here because this is what I'm here for, is to support all of our businesses, and I'm so happy you invited me.
Thank you. You guys out there have a great day. We'll be back at the 1 o'clock. And we've got a special announcement, I guess. Not sure what it is, but at 1 o'clock, I'm going to find out what we're going to be announcing to you at 1 o'clock. So we ask that you all hang on tight and come back for that. And then we've got some guests coming at 2 o'clock. And then we got some guests coming at 3 o'clock and guests coming at 4 o'clock. And we're going to have some fun with that. And we'll be looking forward to seeing y'all. Thanks, and you need to keep us standing up tall. Bye now.